Good afternoon. This is Nana with Teach Me Nana today, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. Normally we sit up there and do an alternative to paper pumpkin, but today we're not. Today we're going to do the Zoe paper, and it's different, and that's what I want to show you today because it just shows what you can do with creativity that's beyond the card, that's beyond the card kit. It has nothing to do with either of those unless you want it to. It's just about creating how she got there, and I'm going to give you the same things and tell you the same things that I told her and the ideas and so forth on. Hopefully it inspires you to go out and to create. All right, so with that, let's go down to the hands and I'll show you where it all began and show you how we do it. All right, my nose digits. Okay, and if you're out there, say hello. I always like it when you say hello. I'm not sure if I'm live. It says I'm live, so I believe I'm live. Okay, so we're going to go down here today, and it's all about the piece of paper. And the reason why I talk about that is when Zoe creates, it's different than when Nana creates. So when Zoe creates, she goes and she grabs all of this bunch of stuff out of Nana's creative area, and she grabs all the stamps, and when she does it, it's usually more than this. I just grab the ones I knew she used for the particular items we're dealing with today. But she goes out and she says, can I go out and get all this stuff? And I always say, yes, you can. And I ask her what she can do. She says, I'm going to create. She doesn't know what she's going to create, but she's going to create. And she even asked if she can borrow the paper. In this particular case, when she created this piece of paper that she created on is nothing more than a half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And I thought I had one up here, but it doesn't matter. I'll show you. You measure on this ruler here. There's your 8.5 by 5.5. So it's just half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet cardstock she wanted to create on. And when I saw it, I have to tell you, I was amazed, because this is why I enjoy getting together and doing different things. Is because what I do and what she does is different. And would I create the way she does? I don't create the way she does. It doesn't make her way right or my way wrong. It's just that she goes in with a lot of different things she's going to use, and Nana just goes in maybe with, I'm going to finish a project I already started. I might have a card or something like this that I know that I want to do, but I don't go and do like she does and grabs everything just to create something. And this is what she did. And that's why I want to share with you, because we all think differently. We all create differently. And that's the beauty of it. That's why I enjoy doing this and get together with others and just learn how other people do things. So when you look at this, literally, I had Zoe write on back here because she didn't know she was going to do this. She just wanted to create. She wrote on here Zoe's paper. But I asked her, I said, be sure whatever you create with to write it. So if you ever want to recreate it, you know what it is. Or if she wanted to teach a class or anything and show people how to do it, she could. So that is one of the reasons why to do something like that, is be sure, and she's setting a better example than myself because I'm not always good about this. But be sure to write down. If you're going to create something and use a bunch of different stuff, write it all down. So if you want to go and recreate it, I mean, the colors and everything. I actually have a color sheet where I go and stamp my stamps like this. I'll just stamp the ink and do it here, and I write the category the inks are in, and I write the name of it so I know what it will look like. But she doesn't. She goes and just stamps. So with this she made here was actually a combination of this one, where she got the flower from. She used this one that she got the hope and love from and the leaf. Then she turned around and used this here to get her bamboo. And I think that might have been it. That might have been it. But I assure you her stack was piled high because I wasn't sure what she was going to do. It looked like she was going to create rocket science. So when you look at something like this, and she's done this and everything else, what it allows you to do, though, it opens the door of opportunities for other things. So, for example, she didn't know what she's going to do with it. So what could you do with this? It's not cardstock size. I could fold it in half and it would be a card size, but that isn't what she wanted. She was creating her Zoe paper, But what you could do with it is it could be part of a scrapbook page. It could maybe be a page you're going to create. It could be an intro to an album. You know, it could be anything you wanted to. And I'm just going to show you some different colors because Nana has a tendency to do everything with white background. But, you know, things look beautiful with the other different backgrounds. Just to show you, if she wanted to do this as a scrapbook cover, she could. Here's another one I picked out. I just picked out some colors to go with the bright colors that she used because she used some bright colors. And they're very beautiful. And not only that, not only did she stamp, but she also turned around and used these blenders, Stampin blends. So she likes to use these. Nana likes to use a different tool, and I like to use pencils, water pencils. So that's, again, something we do differently. And then all this stuff she did was freehanded, that she just went in and drew freehanded. So you're not going to see that on the stamp. This you'll see on the stamp. And these are just some bling added. So I just want to show you that. I want to show you what else we did with this. So Nana took it one step further. I wanted to show her, and I told her, you know, artists do this all the time. They go create something, and they end up marketing it on T-shirts and things like that. And that's what Nana did. I wanted to show her what she could do with her artwork. And here's where Nana sat up there, and I just used the copying machine to sit up there and to scan her artwork. Then I turn around and put this on a printable iron-on material that you could put through your printer as well, and I ironed it on. And we actually wore matching shirts at the July Paper Pumpkin when we put the card kits together and everything and all. But what I wanted to show you is it doesn't have to be just a card. We always think about the card, and you know that's what we do with Paper Pumpkin kit. It's about the card. Nana does the Adventurous Stamping on Wednesday, and that's about the card. And I did make some cards of it. I wanted to show Zoe that I could take her artwork and make some cards. And I did. Because she had all the information there, I went and made her artwork into a card. Now, it's not exactly the same, but it's about as close as I could get. I could most likely go back and redo it and put the word hope here. Then I'd have two hopes, and then open it up and I'd have the hope and love there. But by doing it this way, we allowed the space here, and I created a card from her artwork. So, you know, I can say she owns the artwork, she did the artwork, and I just took her artwork and did something with it. Here's another version of it that her father said and thought we should spread the flowers out when we made the card. So, again, it wasn't a card to begin with, but we did make a card out of it, and we made a shirt. So today I'm going to show you one other thing that we're going to make out of it. And we're not going to finish this today. We're going to get you started today just to show you. So I'm taking the same artwork here that she's done. I'm going to take her same concept, and I'm going to turn it into a little miniature purse. Now, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but if you're live, wave hi or say hi or something, and maybe you can give me some feedback as to what you think about this and everything and all. But what I was going to look at considering was, instead of, I wanted to sort of complement maybe what she did and add to it, because I was going to make it into a purse. And I could either do it with pink, or I could do it with this green. It's a Granny Apple Green. Their inks match their cardstock. So let's see what this is going to look at. For sure, I know I can get, let's see here. I'm going to compare this purse. So this is actually made out of a die cut, and you'll learn more about that. But right now, I'm just trying to see how much of hers. So if I put this here, I'm not really going to be able to duplicate all three flowers on this here. But you know, for sure, I can get at least one flower on here. And then from there, and I'm going to put it in the center. Like I said, this is going to end up being like a little purse, little bag, like this. But right now, I'm just going to get it inked up so we can see how it's going to look and shape up. And let me do that one more time. Now, if I mess up Zoe's artwork, don't tell her. Okay, so I like the idea of just the one flower right there. Now, what I don't know is whether or not I'm going to put bamboo on there somewhere. So the thing is these are where choices come in. Again, I'm just creating from her artwork, but I'm just trying to show you that you can create and do many things with it besides making cards. You can make cards, but there's other things you can do too. All right, so I got that there, and I have this here. I don't know if I got anybody live or not to give any feedback. That may be too much pink with a flower being there. I'm thinking I like the green better, but until I get the bamboo on there and everything and all, I'm really not sure what I'm going to like best. And I don't know. And that's the purpose of, creating here. So let me go ahead and see about adding some bamboo. Because even the green, I might have to even give up on the green too with the bamboo. It may be too much. I may end up having to just put bamboo across the top instead of the side. And I know she said she used seafoam green. All right, we're going to stamp on this piece of paper I have right here to see what it's going to look like. Because I think that this is the seafoam green. She wrote seafoam green on back. And I know for sure this is granny apple green, because this is granny apple green. So that one's fairly obvious to me on that one. But I'm just going to take some of the smaller bamboo that she's got here. And it's not going to fit on the blocks I have right now. But that is okay, because you know what? It's not going to fit on this purse either. So when I go to stamp this, I'm just going to see how I can do this here. I think I'm just going to stamp from the middle here, and I'll still get the bamboo effect that I'm wanting. Goodness knows if I don't do exactly how she might have liked it, I have the utmost confidence that Zoe will redo it once I give it to her as a gift. Oh yeah, so see there, you can see where she used the light seafoam green here, and actually you can even do it on a second stamp if I want to do that one more time. I can actually do that on a second stamp and see what I get out of that. Oh yeah, therefore it's light, it's subtle, but it's there. So you know what I may do, because I can. Let's see if I can do this. Yep, yeah. I'm actually going to do this across the bottom. I'm going to do it once down here so you can see it, and I'm just going to do it once across the bottom here. Okay, that might be a little light, but you know what? It's okay. It's subtle. I didn't need it to be dramatic. I might do it again, though. Let me see if I can do that one more time. I hope I don't mess up and have to start over again. If so, I'll just flip it over for the time being. Oh, yeah. Okay, there you go. So it's nice and subtle. I'm just sort of winging this because I'm making this for Zoe. I think I am. I might have to make it for somebody else. Okay, so that's a start. So let's see here. I could. And I could. I just wanted to give it that little bit of that touch, because I really like that. I really like it. I really like it. I'm not sure if I can go with it, but I'm thinking I could go with it a lot easier than I can go with the green now that I did that. Alright, so the next thing is what are we going to do with the sides? Well, we can keep on with the bamboo and just maybe do it smaller. I'm going to do that, I think. Let's see how good we can do that smaller. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to take this out of the way. And I'm just going to do it a little bit smaller. Just on the edge. I'm going to flip it because I can. Okay, so I got that nice and subtle. Let's see here. She might not like that there, but I like that there. Okay, so from here, then I would do what she did. I would sit up here and I'm going to clean this off here. And I'm going to add the words hope and love, because those were important to her when she did this. When I asked her about it, she just put things that were favorite to her that she liked. And so I am adding this, since I'm going to make this for her as a surprise. This little purse, you could when I get through, you could put candy in it. You could put a gift card in it. You could just do about anything with it that you wanted to, because it'll be sturdy enough. Let's see how good that is. I'm not getting that very good. Hmm. Okay, there we go. Because I'm going to do this. I want to get it right. Do it right the first time, preferably. And I'll be sure to leave some room for bling. And I will have to change out stamps to get the love on there. All we're going to do is just add the love. I'm just going to add the love on the back side. That's all I'm going to do for the moment. It'll be quicker that way. Because really, I'm just trying to get you the gist of the fact is that we're not limited. I shouldn't say we're not. Don't limit yourself just to the card. Or if you're concerned about making cards, you don't think you can make cards, think about just being creative and doing something. And I know some people, I know a number of people have said, I'm just not creative. Well, you know what? You are more than you know you are. My goal is to work on inspiring you and showing you that there is many things that you can do. And a lot of it is like Zoe going through Nana's room of stuff and just grabbing what she likes and she just goes with it. So it's the same thing. So whether you're baking cookies or making a cake or whatever, you know, still about being creative and you add whatever you want to add. It might be walnuts. It might be pecans. You know, okay. Different things floats each of our boats. So it's whatever we prefer. Now, at this point, what else would I add? For the moment, the only other thing that I know that was really important to her when she made this was this symbol right here. And it deals with friendship. My son looked it up. I forget what it was, but it dealt with the whole thing of loved and grateful and so forth and all tied into the thing that came. So I know for sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that this was important to her because she went out of her way to put this on there. And Nana's going to break a few little rules here as I put away my stuff. I'm going to get this added. And let's see here. So I'm going to keep the pink. This something's going to go here across the top. At this point, I'm believing it's the pink. And I can put bling on here and everything. Alright, I really and truly think I'm going to put this stamp. You know what? I might just put in the corner over here because this is important to her. So what I'm going to do, instead of stamping it in a dark black like that, I'm going to do a stamp off, because I think if I do a stamp off, it'll be there the way she likes it or wanted it. And then at the same time, let me do it here so we can get it. Okay, I think still didn't get that good. Stamp 1, so you see what it looks like, and stamp 2. So I still have color there, but it's not going to be as dominant as the love and the hope, which is fine. And I'm just going to stamp it right here in this corner. Be in a different corner than she did. She could still put flowers on there, leaves, or I could still put leaves on there. And I am going to put some leaves on there. But I think the main thing that I really wanted you to grasp out of all this is that you're not limited to a card. I want you to think not only the card and making a card, but thinking beyond it. Thinking about the fact of just creating. That you're just creating. And then once you make your creation, what do you want to do with it? Now, like hers says Zoe's paper. She told me to put it in her Zoe box. She has a Zoe box that she collects different things that she makes and holds on to them. Decided she wants to do with it differently. So in this particular case, I'm just going to go ahead and get ready to put this on. This is only half the purse. I still got the other side to do. But I'm at least going to get this on, and then I'm going to see about a couple of leaves. And then I'm going to stop for today. I'm going to stop, and we will finish this up on Adventurous Stamping with Judy Allen on Wednesday next week. We'll finish this up, and I'll show you the rest of the story of this and how to make it. But this is just a cute little thing. It's a cute little gift. It not only could be a cute little gift, it could be maybe you sit there and use it as, I'm trying to think what you call it, little gifts, little party favorites gifts, or something that you like, we're going to get together Saturday, and we're just going to have like a kit party, and we're going to be putting together kits. So, if I really felt like it and wanted to, I could sit there and make a number of these and put this at each person's spot just to give them as a little gift. And I'm going to put it, if I did do that, I have to think on that if I'm going to do that or not. But if I did do that, let me flip this over, that'd be better. If I did do that, I would put I would put some candy in there, several candies, because we'll most probably be at it for a couple of hours, just between socializing and doing our kits. All right, that's all I did was just trim that out. I just want to add a little bit to it, and I will add some bling to it. So the only other thing right now that I'm going to finish adding as I show you this is I'm just going to add some of those leaves. And I'm not going to do these here. Like I said, this here, these here, and these here. She just did this all with the Stampin' blends. I don't do that. That's just not me. I just can't do like she does. And I can't do those leaves. But what I can do with those leaves, I can definitely stamp these because I can do stamping. And the other one I can do too is they actually have a bamboo leaf that's a stamp that I could do that instead of doing hand-free like she did. Granted, I like her hand-free. That is just not now. I can do stick people, and I can make sure you can tell the stick person is a girl because I would put a skirt on her. And that's about my limit there. Freehanding, I can doodle, but doodling usually, no telling what it comes out of the doodle. I'm just going to put this leaf. I'm going to just sort of cheat a little bit here and set this stuff aside and stamp this here. Now she just did this in complete green, and that's what I'm going to do because that's what's going to stand out is the green. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to do like she did here. I'm just going to leave here. And then I'm going to come over here and just turn it to the side. And look, I've got two of her leaves right there. And you know what? I'm going to come up the top and I'm going to give it an odd number. And I'll leave it at that. And you know what? I personally don't have to put any more on this because I'm not trying to squeeze everything she created on her paper on there. But what I am trying to do is recreate it enough that number one, when she sees it, and she'll be surprised that she knows it's hers. She's I created it from her artwork where she created. And that's all I want to do because I'm showing her that there's a lot of possibilities to be done with her Zoe paper piece of artwork creation that she made. Yes, I was going to get a little bit of the bamboo. I was trying to think what else I was going to do there for you. I was going to do a little bit of the bamboo leaves. And I'm going to do the same thing. But as you can see, the stamp is going to be much larger than what I'm going to use. So I'm going to take the bamboo off that I did here. This one, I really need a smaller stamp. Okay, let's see what I'm going to do here since Nana was trying to make shortcuts. Alright. I would advise you to do this unless you're really, really comfortable doing this. Alright, I am comfortable with this. And I'm going to take this little guy out of the way just for a minute. And later I'll have to clean this all up. Alright, so actually I know I'm just going to use these leaves and maybe a little bit of the stem. And I'm going to do sort of what she's done here. I'm going to do it here and do it for at least once on this side. We'll see where we can go from there. I might have to stick a piece of paper under here if I want any at the bottom, but that's okay. I can do that. I know how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, you can watch me here and I'll show you how to do that. I just want to make sure as I turn the stamp over, I'm trying to make sure I get the 3 leaves here. Okay, I'm not getting it. And I might have to do something different, but I'll try again. Alright, so what I'm trying to do is just it doesn't matter to me, I could do either those 3 leaves, the ones I'm shooting for, because they're on the edge there, and I should be able to do that. You know what, I don't think she has it. I don't think I have one from the paper pumpkin up here. Alright, I got it that time. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, good. That's what I was wanting to do. I just need to make sure I have ink on those 3 leaves. If not, it won't matter what I think I'm doing. Alright, so here she's got all of her stuff coming up, so I'll do the same thing. Okay. And I'm going to do it one more time on the other side. Again, I'm just going to make sure I have ink, and I want to make sure when I stamp that I am actually stamping. Yeah, I'm going to do one down here. That I'm actually just doing the stamp evenly. I don't want to got any extra ink on there. I don't want it to get on my paper. Alright, now I'll do it one more time over here on the left side. Again, all you gotta do, that is harder to tell when you've got the rubber stamps because you can't see through like the acrylics, but all you gotta do is flip it over like that and look and see. So all I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna stamp. Alright, I got my third one there. Now if I was Zoe, I'd come add those little leaves in. I'll have to think long and hard about that. I know I'm making this for Zoe. I just don't know if I can do it like Zoe. So, with that, Nana is going to leave it right here. We're going to finish this up, as I said, on Wednesday, next Wednesday, 10 o'clock, with Adventurous Stamping with Nana, aka Judy Allen. I'm just going to put this aside so you can see that I took Zoe's original creation and I'm remaking it on a purse. Okay? Just so that you can see that. So, some things to keep in mind, just to keep you abreast, is this weekend on Sunday, Nana and Zoe will be live doing the Hope Box Paper Pumpkin Kit. So, be sure to come in and join us and say hi or like or whatever so we can see it, because we give away door prizes and we want to make sure to include you. We'll be doing the Hope Box. If you haven't gotten it yet, it's they put it back on so you can get it. So if you just go online and look for the Hope Kit, it is there. So with that, Nana's just going to move back over to this here. There we go. So Nana's going to finish up here. And I just want to let you know that, again, like I said, I've enjoyed having you guys. Be sure to have an adventurous weekend. If you get a chance, join us on Sunday when we do the Hope Kit. We're going to have a kit party with some other friends tomorrow night. But we're going to be doing the Hope Kit live on Facebook on Sunday at 4. And then Nana, a.k.a. Judy Allen, will be back on Wednesday with Adventurous Stamping. And we're going to finish assembling and making this purse from paper and showing you how it's done. All right? So look forward to seeing you next week. I look forward to any of your comments or anything that you had to share. But have a blessed, adventurous weekend, a blessed, adventurous week, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Bye.